Yeah, that's a question.
We do. From Melissa. Melissa B 721.
Trying to get to you, Melissa.
Hi. She asked, what are your favorite fiber festivals to attend? And do you make a point of attending them yearly?
New Jersey Sheep and Wool, yes.
Yes.
Which is actually, I think, called the New Jersey Sheep Breeders Association Festival, but we call it New Jersey Sheep and Wool. And yes, we do go to that every year. It's just the right size. It's not too big. It's not too small. Y'all gonna get tired of hearing me talk about Allentown Fiber Festival because the first one was in 2019 and then the world went sideways. And so unfortunately they were not able to come back, but had they stuck around,
we'd have been going to that.
Yeah, because again, it was a really good size, a really good selection of yarn companies represented, and I loved it.
I used to love going to Vogue Knitting. I went to the very first one that was held in New York. I was knitting just enough to coincide with that time, and I was so excited to go that when Vogue came around, all of my non-knitting coworkers knew it was coming, and they knew I'd be leaving early. Like, oh, I'm out. I'm out at 3. All right. I like that one now.
Years ago, I keep talking about these defunct festivals, but what had happened was there's a crochet guild and there's a knitting guild.
Oh, yeah.
And they used to have a joint event called the Knit and Crochet Show, and we went to that once. I think it was in Connecticut that year.
No, Maine.
But it was somewhere in New England. And it was wonderful because, she knits, Mom and I crochet, but not only were there classes for everyone, but such a great selection of classes. There were a lot of technique classes for crocheters, which you don't see a lot. Sometimes it's just a class on making a specific thing or what have you. Mm-hmm. But I was spoiled for choice. There were just so many classes. Unfortunately, that's another thing that went away, but I would really love to see Vogue does it a little bit, but more people think about any events that have classes, making sure you have a good representation of both knitting and crochet classes. There's really just no reason to choose between the two.
And we were forgetting New Jersey Wool Walk. That's another one we go on every year.
I guess it's not all in one place, but yeah, I guess you consider that a Fiber Festival. Love it.
And it's nice because it is a store-based thing. And we happen to live in a state where there are a lot of yarn stores. Yeah. We're very fortunate that way. And it's an opportunity to go around to see all the different yarn stores. Well, not even all, because we've never done all. Last year there were 22 stores?
I don't even know.
In the thing.
We always talk about going to the North Jersey stores, but
after we've been going around and going around,
never quite make it.
We're quite exhausted. But every store has its own personality. It has its own selection. It has its own point of view. So it's kind of nice to kind of get a lay of the land and know, oh, well, I need X, Y, Z. I know this store will have that because that's kind of what they do. So yes, we love different yarn festivals, and we do have a couple that we go to every single year.
Yep.